Okay, there's one of the October Caddis adults. On the Deschutes, we don't have a whole heck of a lot of luck with these guys. But as a dry fly, but as a drowned wet fly, you can actually do really well. And so I'll show you how to tie like a drowned version of this guy and fish it under a split shot with an indicator, and you can actually do pretty well for big rainbows in the evening time. So what I have is a size 10 hopper hook, 3x long, orange thread. I'm going to start by just attaching my thread. Run it to the back. I'm going to take some orange. This is frog's hair dubbing. Any orange dubbing will work, but I like frog's hair because it doesn't soak up a whole lot of water. I'm going to dub it on pretty thick, about halfway up. I'm going to run it back, and I'm just going to run my thread over it and create a nice tapered body. And now I'm going to take some more and just really thin. Dip it on. What that does, it just creates a nice solid body for you. Okay, and at this point I'm going to create a dubbing loop and move my thread up to just behind the eye. And for this step I'm using Swisher Rub-A-Dub by Montana Fly, and what it is, it's got a bunch of little rubber pieces mixed in with the dubbing. And in a dubbing loop it creates really cool legs. Tie that in. And you may need to spend just a few seconds here to pick them out if they get wrapped under each other, like I'll do right now. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to pick a couple nice long dark mottled hen hackles. This is off of a little saddle. And it's important that you get these really nice and mottled. If you look at the naturals, their wings are very veiny. And try to find ones that are going to be long enough. So I got my two here. I'm going to put one on either side of the body here in a tent, just like a caddis wing, a tent formation. Now if you, and the real bug, the wing extends far past the body, so that's why I'm using a size 10 hook. And the fly overall will be more like a size 8, but the wings really extend far past the body, so I'm gonna temp those over, clip it off, and tie them in good and tight. And what we're given the illusion of here is a drowned, a wet caddis. And so I want them to be able to kind of get beat up in the water and spread out and really look like a bug that's, you know, just been through the ringer. It's been drowned, it's been flushed around different currents, and just a good, easy meal for the trout. And now I'm going to take a piece of cinnamon CDC. I'm going to tie it in tip first. Move all your legs and everything back. And I'm just going to wrap it just like any other hackle. I'll probably get 2.5, 3 turns out of this. Okay, clip that off. Now I'm going to take some extra small mono eyes. The reason I put eyes on any bug like a fall caddis that's got very pronounced black eyes against an otherwise lighter body, fall caddis, golden stones, other bugs, I believe that fish really key in on those eyes. And on some flies, not all, I believe it can really increase your effectiveness. So just go ahead and figure 8 those in. And now for my antenna, I'm just taking 2 strands of ringneck pheasant tail. I'm going to tie them in just behind my eyes, and so they'll stay nice and spread apart. Now for the finishing touch, just a very small amount of frog hair. This is all I'm going to use here. Just spread it out nice and thin. It's really easy to overdub this stuff. You can see, you can barely see it in my fingers, but once I dub it on, it creates a pretty good noodle there. And just figure 8 around the eyes to create your head. Maybe thread up to the eye, push your antennas back. We'll finish. Clip it off and you're done. This is a drowned, wet October caddis. I fish it under a split shot quite a bit. It's also really effective, just barely under the surface. But it works really good in seams with the split shot fish pretty deep.